And what brought you to the Future to Casper space? How did that come about to have the show here?
Last year, some of my friends were, I guess, playing music here, started playing music over at the former location on Van Dyke. And then my friend Esther was showing some photographs, invited all of her friends to come see. And that's when I met Kay. That's when I found out how she works the gallery, where it's free for artists to show. She'll take anyone who's new, anyone who wants to, as long as they're above 18. And it was perfect for a new artist I had never shown in a gallery. I had no credentials, no anything. This is just a perfect way to build up a resume and to get out into the quote-unquote art world.
Mm-hmm.
And because there's the whole thing where you can't be in a show without being in a show.
That catch-22.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like he was saying
Yes.
earlier. And I think it's a really good place. It's a wonderful atmosphere. The older space granted it had a little bit more space, but it was kind of in the middle of nowhere. Like no one knew exactly where it was on Van Dyke Road. But now it's here in Royal Oak.
Mm-hmm.
It's like almost in the center of everything, and it's a really great location, and we have to work about keeping it here
Mm-hmm.
for the future because I didn't even mean to do that.
Yes.
And so it's a wonderful opportunity for any young artists, any musicians, painters, poets, everything.
It's a very intimate space.
Mm-hmm.
And warm, and you can really even make a night of having music and art and poetry even in one evening. And week we're going to interview Kay, who runs the Future to Casper.
It's her
So
child.
more on that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Michaela, would you like to talk about any future projects that you have coming up?
Mm-hmm. I have a solo show on March 20th this year, and that's another unique opportunity that Kay offers people who have shown. Usually when people show, they show with a few other artists and with other music and everything, but after you've shown for a while, she allows you to have your own solo show. And that's a big thing because not many galleries, you need like so much accreditation to get a solo show.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is my fourth or fifth or sixth show.
Mm.
I think it's my fourth
Mm-hmm.
show. And so the solo show will be my fifth one,
Okay.
and it'll be my sixth
And that's coming up in March.
March 20th.
March 20th. Do you have a title for the show?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm thinking about it, and I'm starting to get this semester. I'm starting to get more concentrated, and and thinking more about rather than doing quote unquote assignments or anything. I'm starting to find out what interests me and what will something that I enjoy more than just enjoy doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I've always been about is doing the process and enjoying building things, enjoying making things, enjoying putting things together that look good.
Mm-hmm.
But I want there to be more than that. I want there to be ideas. Like I enjoy writing, I enjoy describing things, I enjoy discovering language a little bit. So I'm going to start working that into my artwork. And so, like for all my shows, I always do my artwork, whatever I'm doing at the time. So it's not like I'll think of something 2 months and then I'll say, oh, I'm going to have this 2 months ahead of time.
So you're digging deeper and you're working more for yourself. You're looking within rather than working for a teacher or
Definitely.
an outside idea.
Yeah, and like blocking out everything around, like it doesn't matter. Nothing else matters except being successful within your own view, within what you like. If you feel it's right, then it's right. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. What like if you are successful or not. And hopefully you are successful, but you never know. So,
And in your own terms of what success means to you.
success to me would be being able to survive. Would be being able to, like in the big picture, what I want to do is to be able to survive on making art, and be able to have a family, and be able to live in a nice place and survive. Like that's success right there. Like just to be happy. And
You have some examples of some of the work that you're going to put in the show? Is that,
yeah,
let's see.
this is a National Geographic, the standard National Geographic collage, and I cut out a whole bunch of images that I really liked, of course, and I laid them out, and this one just dropped it there, and it happened to look good. And this is dinosaur poop and some kind of native princess wearing native print with huge gauges and things. And I loved how the colors worked together.
And the textures.
The texture, yeah.
And the elements too. Very interesting.
This is a very, very ornate, fossilized being. And it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
And then also in that same vein are these two. The red here is some test printing that I was doing where it was ink to paper to another run through the press to another paper, rather than like etching an image or putting it onto an engraving or anything. It was just painting with ink. And
would that be a monoprint?
yeah,
Yes?
definitely a monoprint.
Okay.
And I, throughout all my printing courses, I kind of revert always back to a monoprint.
That looks like photography too.
Yeah, well, this is these are National Geographic cutouts.
Okay,
on top of
and then you monoprinted over the National Geographic.
They're just taped on top of the red. So, yeah.
I see. Okay, the red is the ink. Okay.
Originally there was going to be like 5 or 6 of these panels, but it just worked down to just these two, where these were the only ones that looked right together. It's just everything else is just too much.
About how many pieces do you think you'll have in the show? Do you know yet?
I'm hoping to fill the space, and I might, if Kay lets me, I might build something in the space, an installation.
Yes, you can.
Which is like,
Kay said yes.
that's another thing that I really do well. I think is my favorite thing is building environments and building spaces. Like in my room right now, I have a fort because I got frustrated with the space that I was in, so I built a fort, and it's really elaborate.
Maybe you should document it.
Definitely. So.
Okay, well, good luck with your show.
Okay, March 20th.
March 20th, we'll
Look
be
for
here.
Structure.